All right, so we go here. We started subnetting. And you know how to do subnetting if the network is given, for example, 10,000, and there are 5 departments. Tell me how many bits you will borrow. Five departments, you need 5 subnets. Very correct. For 6 department also 3 bit, for 5 department also 3 bit. Because if we just take 2 bits, that is not enough. 2 to the power of 2 minus 1 is only 3. 3 departments. But we have 5 departments. 3 subnet is not enough. When you take 3 bit, then 2 to the power of 3 is 8 minus 1, 7. Yep. So this one we learned in the previous class. In this class, I'm going to just change the subnet. What if I have 172, 16, 0, 0, and I need 3 subnets because I got only 3 departments. I should borrow from here. Why? Because by default, these 2 octets are already network. So I have to borrow from here 172.16. How many bits should I borrow? 2 bits is enough. So if you have 2 bits, all 0, then 1 here, 0 here, and then 1 here, 0 here, and then 1 here, 1 here. Now, this one you should not use. You can use only first 3. Each one for a department. So 172.16. If both the bits are 0, this is going to be 0. Dot 0. And what is the next one? Here it is 1. If there it is 1, 172.16. If 1 is here, what is the face value? If it is 1 here, what is the face value? No, this is 2 to the power of 1. This bit is 2 to the power of 6. This is 2 to the power of 0. This is 2 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 2 to the power of 6. What is the value there? How many bits you have given for network? This one and this one, isn't it? 2 bit. 2 bit. Yes or no? Now, what is the face value? If I ask face value, your answer should be this. You see, the face value of this place is 1. The face value of this place is 2. Yeah? Now, if 1 is here, then it is 64.0. What is the next one? So what is the face value? 172.16.128.0. Next. I said you should not use this, but for some reason I want you to write here. 172.16 dot, what will be the value? If both the bits are 1 and 1, you need to add 128 plus 64. What is the value? Hmm. Now I told you don't use this, so put one X mark here, which means you should not use it. Then why did I write it? I'll tell you why I write it. Now, what is if this is the first department network, what is the first IP? 0.1. Now, what will be the broadcast? I'll tell you. For knowing broadcast, you need to see this next network. If next network is 64, then here it will be 63.255. This is the broadcast IP for all in first department. This is the first IP. This is the broadcast IP. What is the last IP? 254. One less than that. Now, what is the first IP of the second department? Broadcast. Here it is 8. And here, first one. What will be the broadcast? See, in order to write the broadcast, you need this. That's why I asked you to write this. Okay? All ones you should not take. You should not use it. But I ask you to write it so that when you write the broadcast, you will not make mistake. How I know one for 191? Because I see the next one is 192. Yeah? So copy this. I'm going to give you some exercise. Now, I'll give you one exercise similar to this, but it will be a little bit tricky. You need to think. 192.168.0.0, same three departments. Do and see. I want you to do first. The answer is, you see, this is by default 24-bit masked. So if you're borrowing, you should only borrow from the last octet. You might have already done correct. That is why no, I don't want to now. This one, 3 bits. Because you are giving 3-bit, now the new subnet mask will be, for the previous one, we didn't write the new subnet. My new subnet mask will be 16 plus 2 is 18. Default is 16 and you have taken 2. So it is 18. 18 is the new subnet mask. If you are writing, it should be like 255, 255, 192, 0. How 192? You need to add these 2 bits. 64 plus 128. You got it. Likewise, here new subnet mask will be 128 plus 64 plus 32. That will be 255, 255 dot 224, 0. Or how you can write this? Slash I have done wrong. Last octet only we borrowed, right? No. It is already masked. Why it will be 0? Already 3 octets are masked, right? So 24 plus 3 is 27. This is 24, Bala. 8 plus 8 plus 8. And this is 3. Totally how many? How many bits? 27 bits. Now let us. Oh, sorry. It is 3 departments, not 3 bits borrowed. Sorry. So we are not taking this 3rd bit, which means 192 here. Correct or not? 128 plus 64. So subnet mask may also end like a number. It need not be always 0. You understand? Subnet mask need not be always ending with 0. Next. When we have 3 bits, we already know how it, sorry, when we have 2 bits, we already know 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. We don't use this. So when I apply this, what I get 192.168.0.0. When I apply this, what I get 192.168.0. See, it is masked, so it is 0. You should not change this 3 octet. 0 dot and here 1, which means this bit is 1. What is the value? 64. Next, 192.168.0.128. 192.168.0.192, which we should not use, isn't it? Now, the first IP will be 192.168.0.1. And the broadcast will be 1 less than this, which will be 63, 0.63. This is the first one. This is the broadcast IP. And the last will be 0.62. You agree? You're silent. What happened? Are you in mute? So you understood now? So broadcast IP need not to be always 255 in the ending. It can be a number. And the first IP need not to be always 1. It can be 65 also. And here the broadcast will be 192.168.0.127. Last will be 168.0.126, isn't it? So when it comes to class C, don't get panic. If the network is 64, the first IP will be 65. First IP need not to be always 1. Likewise, broadcast need not to be 255. It can be like this. Okay, copy this. I'll give you another one. I write it so that we will not make mistake in this. Yeah, I refer this to write this one correctly. You got it? Okay, let me give you the next exercise. Hmm. This one or the previous one? Hmm. Hmm. This is why we are saying -1. See, 2 to the power of 2, how much you get? 4, no? Why you put -1? This is that 4. This is that 4 probabilities in which all ones we don't use. That's why I put -1. This will give you number of subnets. This is one subnet. This is another subnet. This is another subnet. You got it? Okay. In binary, if you have, okay, this is how in mathematics they will teach the same concept in colleges. So let me take you to college. In college, what they will say is 2 coins tossed. If you toss 2 coins, both can be tail. This is one option, right? One can be tail, one can be head. One can be head, another can be tail, or both can be head. Is it true or not? You're tossing 2 coins together. You know what is tossing, right? Sorry, your voice is not. See, tossing is nothing but in the cricket batting, before you start batting or bowling, you put toss. If you toss 2 coins same time, when they fall on the ground, both the coins can be tail. Let's say 0 means tail. Head 1 means head. Okay. Both can be tail, or sometime one will be tail, one will be head. Sometime one will be head and another will be tail. Sometime both will be head. These are all the probabilities. Yes or no? Is there any other probability when you coin just 2 coins? When you throw 2 coins? There is no other probabilities. These are all the maximum probability. That is why we put 2 to the power of 2. Why 2? Because it's binary. Binary, there are only two numbers, 0 and 1. Why you put 2 on the top is you borrow two numbers. Why you put 2 on the bottom is because it's binary. 2 to the power of 2 is 4, but all ones we don't take, we don't use. So minus 1, which is 3. 3 is the number of subnets. Now, I know still you did not get this part, this order 0, 0. Why here it is not 1, 0? Why it is 0, 1? I know that question is still there in your mind. Am I right? Okay, no problem. You see, in binary, if they want to write 0, this is decimal, okay? This is binary. In decimal 0, binary also 0. In decimal, if you write 1, you know what is decimal, right? The number that we are using, that's a decimal number. 2024. It's a decimal number. It's not binary number. It is neither a hexadecimal number. It's a decimal number. All the numbering system that we are using to calculate money, to calculate kilometers, it's decimal. Decimal has got 10 numbers, 0 to 9. With the 10 numbers, we form big number. But binary has got only two numbers, 0 or 1. So for 0 you put 0, for 1 you put 1. In decimal you have 2, but in binary there is no 2. Because in binary there is only 0 and 1, there is no 2. So how they write 2? No, they put 0 here and they put 1 here. This is what 2. Now how do they write 3? 1 and this is 1. This here 1 means what? It's 2. Here 1 means what? 1. 2 plus 1 is what? 3. You got this? 3. Next. In decimal we have 4, but in binary we don't have 4. So they put a 0, 0, 1 here. This is 4. Now how do we write 5? We already know 1 and we already know 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So put 0 here. You understood? You already know 1, no? And you already know 4. 4 plus 1 is what? 5. Next. 6. How do you write 6? 1, 4 plus 2 plus nothing. That is 6. Correct. You're right. So this is how it grows, okay? It grows. So if you want 7, what you will do? 1, 1, 1. If you want 8, there is no 8. So you will put 1 here and then 0, 0, 0. Because all three become 1. You'll go like that. Keep on going like that. So now let us come back here. You borrowed how many bits? 3 bits. Sorry, 2 bits. This is 1. This is small or this is small? This is only 2. Sorry, this is only 1. But this is 2. So write the small one first. You got it? And then you write this. 1, 2. And then you write this. 3. That's all. In 2 bits, that's the maximum you can write, isn't it? But we don't use this one, right? Because according to the formula 2 to the power of 2 minus 1, this minus 1 is what? This. We don't use this. So you get 3 subnets. First subnet, second subnet, third subnet. You got it now? Write it in your own word first. Now you may feel like you understood, but later you may get confused. So better write. Write it in your own words. Now, let me do one with 3 bits. 10.0.0.0. And I have 7 departments, so I need 7 subnets. And I have to borrow from here. You know why? Because this is already masked, and from here onwards, we have host bits. So if you are borrowing, you should borrow from the left, not from here, not from here. This we already learned in the previous class. So I need to decide how many bits. So 2 to the power of 3 minus 1 gives me 8 minus 1, which is 7. So I need to borrow how many bits? 3 bits. Now if I have 3 bits, this is what the possibility. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't use all ones, correct? Is there any other option? No other option. With 3 bits, there is no other option. How many departments you want? 7 departments. Do you have 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Isn't it? You got 7 different probabilities. Are you not feeling well? Okay, I'll finish this. You see, now 10 dot, if all are 0, it will be 0.0.0. And what is the mask? Mask is, the default is /8 plus 3, which is /11. You can write it as 255.224.0.0. Yep. Now, if I apply this one, what will be the value? What is the face value of this one? If I apply in 8 bits, if I apply in 8 bit, and in the 8 bit, you see this one, 10.123. Here only I have to apply now. Here, if I apply this one here, 100, what is the value here? 32. You understood? 10.32.0.0. You understood how you got 32? Because in each octet, you have 8 bits. Only the first 3 bits you have given for networking. First 3 bits, these are the face values, 32, 64, 128. You got it? Is that well understood or confusing still? Okay. Now, next is 10 dot. Tell me, what is the next one? If I apply this one there, what will be the value? What I have written here? You see the value here, face value. Bala, focus. 0, 0, 1 is already written. I am writing next 0, 1, 0. Now tell me what is the value here? Ah, what will be the next one? Oh no. See this one. You have finished this. Now this one. 0, 1, 1. What is the value? 64 plus 32. You should add because these two are 1, 1. You should add this value. What is the value? 96. Okay, next tell me what is the next one? If I apply this there, what will be the network? Correct. Yeah. Why you take so long, Bala? Listen, you have very easily everything you need to just see and tell. That's all. 1, 0, 0. What is the value here? Why you took so long? Okay, next. 101. 128 plus, which is 160. Next. 110. What is 110? Correct. Next. 111. We don't use, but we need to write here. 10 dot 224.0.0. We don't use it, okay? Okay, now you know how to write the first IP 10.0.0.1. What is the broadcast IP here for the first department? Ah, correct. Very, very correct. Now you understood the concept. 31.255.255. And the last IP will be 10.31.255.254. You understood? This is first IP. This is last IP. Yeah? Fill the remaining thing. I'll wait. Now, what is the broadcast IP of this one? Yeah, what is the broadcast IP? Correct. What is the last IP of this one? Yeah, very correct. Okay, very nice. So I'm going to give you a homework now. Are you ready? 172.0.0.0, 5 departments. What all you have to write? I want you to write new subnet mask, both detail like 255 dot 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 dot, and then also slash. Okay, you understood what I'm saying? And then subnets for 5 department, first IP, last IP, broadcast IP. Right, for first 5 department, that is enough. Next, 192.168.1.0, 7 departments. Again, write the new subnet mask, subnets, first IP and last IP. Will you do this? After you finish this, don't think subnetting is over. Only 25% will get over when you finish this homework. We have much more to learn in subnetting, at least 2 days of subnetting, 3 days of subnetting class. At least 2 days is left. That much is there in subnetting. All right. See you tomorrow. Try to come by 5 o'clock so that the other person also will come if possible. All right. Now, what is the problem with your body? Okay. So, do you have throat pain? Okay. See, what you do, take ginger. If you have dry powder, good. At least wet ginger. Take some good amount, like 50 gram. And then pepper 50 gram. Uh, and then, I don't know what they call in other language. Let me try.